Hey everybody, Yogi here. I hope you're doing well. I'm not doing so well. Real quickly, I was working yesterday. I DoorDash, I deliver, and it was snowing here. I was taking a order and I had dropped it off and I was going back down the sidewalk and didn't know there was some ice underneath the snow. And there was a gentleman outside shoveling actually, and he said, "Watch out for the ice." And as soon as the word ice left his mouth, I was already in full tightening up and bracing for the fall mode, and kind of took a little bit of a fall. I didn't land on the concrete. I landed on some snow, but I did a little something to my right shoulder. So kind of hurts depending on how I move. Hopefully it's just nothing serious. Today, we are going on a quest. Treasure hunt, so to speak. There is something, well, with supply chain issues now, it seems like there's always something on the shelves when you go to the grocery store that you can't get. There's always bare shelves now. I don't know if this is the norm now, but it never used to be. There is something I've been looking for. There's a certain soft drink. It is hard to find because I don't think it's really popular up here in the Midwest. I'm in Wisconsin, but I know that they sell it more. It's more available in other parts of the country. And the soda I'm talking about is this one. Not Dr. Pepper. Not the original Dr. Pepper. I'm sorry. It's the Dr. Pepper with sugar. It is a very hard item to find here in Wisconsin. Now, a couple months ago, well, actually about a month ago, I had my wife go on a treasure hunt and asked her to pick up some. And she ended up getting a fairly good amount of 12 packs from a couple of stores. But it's been harder and harder to find. But I did some digging on the internet last night. I was looking at a certain grocery chain in particular, and it turns out that there are two stores that aren't that far that actually still have, at least on their website, it says they have the Dr. Pepper made with real sugar in the 12-pack carton. So that's our road trip today. Our road trip is the quest for deliciousness. Join me. Downtown Saukville. And here's our first stop on our quest for deliciousness. Piggly Wiggly, Saukville, Wisconsin. So we are at the Piggly Wiggly in Saukville, Wisconsin. And this Piggly Wiggly used to actually be a pick and save when it first opened up. And I worked at this store for a couple years. Now, I'm going to tell you about a little story that happened while I was working here. I was working in the produce department, and there was talk of two people shoplifting in the store. They both had backpacks on them, and apparently they were taking baby formula and shoving them in the backpacks. Well, there was a door right by the produce department to go in and out, and they decided that was the door they were going to go out. We had these little earpiece things in, and they're telling us where they're going. Oh, they're coming towards you. Well, I'm in the produce department by myself. Nobody's coming for backup. Okay, so it's just me out there, and there's these two people these two shoplifters that are walking towards the store. Now, you can't technically do anything until they get by the doors because they're not accused of taking anything unless they actually leave the building. So By the time they got to the end of the by the doors to leave, I'm by myself, and I'm on the little speaker thingy going, where's the backup? I need some help over here. So by the time backup got here, they were already out by the car, which was right around where I parked, actually. Maybe that aisle there. So me and this assistant manager, we run out to the car and try to get them out of the car. The police have been called at this point already, and we're trying to get them out of the car. Well, we tried pulling the one lady out of the passenger side. The other lady, by the way, got into the car and started the car. And as we're trying to pull this lady out, you know, the doors swung open. We're trying to get her out of the car. The other lady starts backing up. Well, the assistant manager was in front of me. Like, here's the door, the assistant manager, and then there's me. The assistant manager jumps out of the way, and the door comes and takes me and knocks me over. So I did this little tumble thing, and it was kind of funny. And one of the other coworkers said, yeah, it was amazing. You kind of got hit by the door, and you did a couple of rolls, and then you sprung back up like in a crouching position, like you were Spider-Man or something. I don't know, but they didn't get very far. Turns out it was a stolen car. They got busted right by the freeway over there. They had other license plates in their car, in the trunk of the car, that they were using to put on at different times. So yeah, that was an interesting story. That was oh man, I want to say like 2002, 2003. But yeah, I got rolled over by a car, and that was not fun. I had a bunch of scratches and bruises and stuff, but I will never do that again. All right, so we are in the store. We're getting closer, and I don't see any. So they lied. Ooh, they don't have any here. So we just left the Piggly Wiggly in Saukville. We are 0 for 1. I have a bad feeling that the Port Washington store is not going to have it either. And that's where we're headed next. And here's the beautiful Port Washington downtown area. There's Rotary Park. It's got that East Coast New England feel, because it's right next to Lake Michigan, but it's not in New England, but it feels that. It kind of has that vibe. It's a small coastal town in New England. Beautiful is that St. Mary's Church? I did film an episode of Port Washington last year. If you want to check that out in the archives. It's a very neat little town. Picturesque downtown area. Okay. We're at the Port Washington Piggly Wiggly, and unfortunately nothing here either. You know, it said they had some on their website, and they should probably take it off of their website so people like me don't come, you know, 20 miles away to try to find it and they don't have it. So in other words, we struck out again. Oh well, we'll just have to wait until the next time Dr. Pepper with sugar comes around. So, the two stores that, according to the website, the Piggly Wiggly website, that supposedly had Dr. Pepper with real sugar, no longer have the Dr. Pepper with real sugar. Struck out at both stores. With the supply chain and everything, it's understandable. I mean, they're making displays wider of certain products. Like Coke is now like 10 cartons wide instead of like 3. They're just trying to make room for all the, you know, make the bare shelves look full. So anyhow, until it's available again, I guess we're just gonna have to do without. I like the taste of it. It tastes better to me. It doesn't have the high fructose corn syrup, so it tastes a little thinner. It tastes crisper. It's good. It's got a completely different taste than than this, the Dr. Pepper with high fructose corn syrup. But you know, I've seen them on eBay. The 12 packs were selling for like $30 each, and I was like, yeah, I'm not paying $30 for a 12 pack. And I didn't want to sell them when I got the other stash that I had, because I prefer it over the Dr. Pepper regular. If you enjoyed my little escapade today, please hit like and share and subscribe. Always check that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell, because there have been issues with my numbers have fluxed up and down, and I know other YouTubers have as well that I talk to. So make sure you click that notification bell to be informed when new episodes are uploaded. If you would like to support my adventures by making a donation, I would love that. It would help me. It's going to help me get to more places, do more things. You can go to www.patreon.com/roadtripswithyogi. Each word starting with a capital letter: R for road, T for trips, W for with, Y for yogi. And you can go on there and you can become a producer, executive producer. And once that channel gets bigger, once the Patreon gets bigger, I am going to do more stuff on that channel just for Patreon subscribers. I still do, just not as much, because the base is, needs to come up a little bit for me to do that. So that's going to do it for this episode of Road Trips with the Yogi. Again, 0 for 2 on the Dr. Pepper. The quest continues, though. I'm not giving up. There's a lot more Piggly Wigglies around. There's a lot more stores, grocery stores around. And I'm going to check them. And I might have to do another one. A part 2, a part 3, a part 4. The quest continues for deliciousness. That is Dr. Pepper with real sugar. Until the next episode, folks, I am Yogi. And I am out of here.